Okay, this is my third time trying to goddamn do this video. Oh my god. Maybe the universe and God trying to tell me don't do this motherfucking video. Because the reason why I'm doing the video, because I just got finished watching a video about proud side chicks and these women. It's so sad that these women are happy to be side chicks. I remember when a side chick, you kept them secret. I remember when a side chick didn't want nobody to know that it was a side chick. And no, I'm not a side chick. No, 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 no. If I was dating somebody and I found out I was a side chick, I had no problem with moving on, walking out of that person's life because I'm number one or no one. But I tried to do this video. Made several attempts to do this video, and as a bee had got caught up in my screen, and it been there since yesterday. And I guess because it was caught up between the window part and the screen door part, that it survived all night. And then I made several attempts to try to get it out, and it finally flew away. Thank God. So thank God, because I got bit by a bee years ago. One time, and I don't want to get bit by a bee ever again. So, and that shit hurt like motherfucking hell, and it left like a knot on the side of my leg, and it stayed there for a whole week, and it itched like hell. So, anyway, I'm just rambling on because this is not what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about side chicks. Okay. And the reason why I decided to stay single, I don't want to date anybody unless I done prayed to the good Lord. The next man he put in my life, let me feel it. They say when a man meet his wife, he knows. And they say when you meet the right person, you know. So the next man I meet, I don't want him to waste my time. And I really do feel like it's people out there that won't cheat on you and, and dog you out and sleep with multiple women's. And they always say the woman looks stupid when her man is out there just sleeping with all these different women. Sometimes we just don't know. I'm the type of woman, I'm not gonna sit up there and check your phone and wonder where you are, because once you leave me or leave my house and you go to work, or if I leave your house and I go to work, I'm not sitting up there pondering about what you're doing. If I gotta ponder about what you're doing, then you and I don't need to be together. If I gotta sit up there and constantly wonder about what are you doing. Well, anyway, this one guy that I dated, uh, he pursued me. And I'm the type of female, I let a man pursue me. I don't pursue a man. Because I really feel when a man pursue a woman, he really like that woman. He's into that woman. A man really not going to go out of his way to pursue a woman he don't want. You know, I hear rumors that men are fuck a woman that they're not attracted to or they're not feeling, but he's not gonna approach a woman he's not feeling. So anyway, I wasn't the side chick because I had the key to his house. Not too many men gonna give a woman a key to his house unless she's the main woman. I met his family and friends. His son to this day is crazy about me, and that's a good sign. That means he spoke good of me. I mean, the son had respect for me. The son, he just adored me to this day, even though he and he and his dad, I say he and his dad, me and his dad is not together anymore. His son totally adored me, and he's crazy about me. Not in a romantic way, because I don't want nobody to think, oh, well, live with his son, wanted you know. Not like that. So anyway, I was dating this one particular guy, and I met him on the job. And my goal was to not date anybody on the job, because when you date people on the job, it never go well. And everybody be in your business, and everybody be acting like they never heard of two people dating. And that's what I noticed about black people. Black people can't date on the job in peace. Everybody and their mama be in your business, and people be trying to break you up. But I noticed with our Caucasian brothers and sisters or other races or whatever, and I say brothers and sisters because, the human race, whatever, we all people. We all bleed. So anyway, I noticed with other races, when they date on the job, they take it more serious than black people do. And sometimes it leads to marriage. It's not like a play with thing. like with when you're dating somebody black on the job. It's more like, oh, they trying to play you or whatever. But anyway, I bring all that up to say this, and I'm only making this video because I was watching a YouTube video and then it just caught my attention and everything. And I'm just gonna tell you why why I choose to be single and everything. Anyway, I was dating this one particular guy, and I met him on the job, and I thought things were going good between he and I. We was both fairly new on the job. He was new, I was new, and when I was on the job, they was moving us around, I guess, to see where we was good at and where we was strong at or whatever. So when we first started dating, we was in the same department together, and then he eventually got moved somewhere else, and I eventually got moved somewhere else. So anyway, I was working in this one particular plant, and the plant that I work at to this day, it's like a bunch of other little plants inside of it. It's like huge, it's humongous, and it's a bunch of little other little plants inside of one plant. So he got moved in a different area. So and I'm not proud of this, but he used to drink every day. He get off from work, he would drink. I drink too, but not like to the point where I'm a drunk or I'm like a belligerent alcoholic. Because hell, I got some wine right here. I got a little wine right here, but I'm not like the type that, oh, I'm ladylike with everything that I do. But anyway, he would drink. And I noticed when he and I would get in an argument, um, he would say stuff like, oh, I just go fuck the young bitch. I'll go fuck the young bitch. And I'd be like, who is this young bitch? And at that time, I didn't know he was fucking another female on the job. And and he was like, I just go fuck the young bitch. I'll fuck the QA bitch. And he never referred to her as a young lady or his woman. It was always very vulgar and foul. The bitch, the bitch. And so I would be like, who is this young bitch? And I'm only saying young bitch because that's what he referred to her as, the young bitch. So anyway, when he was sober up, of course he will apologize, and then he'll make it seem like, oh, he made that up or whatever. Oh, I just made that up. Oh, there's no such thing as the young bitch. I just made that up. Or when we argue or we get into an argument and he will bring up the young bitch and I would ask him about the young bitch, he would make it seem like I was the crazy one, like I was making up stuff. But he would say it out of his fucking mouth. But if I confront him about it, because if I'm arguing with a person and you bring something up, I'm gonna confront you about it right then and there. Because men are like little children and little dogs. They act like they have amnesia if you save it and you don't bring it up right then. So I would bring up the situation right then because I wouldn't hold it. We'd be in the heat of an argument and I'd be like, who is this young bitch? And he'd be like, oh, you crazy. Ain't no such thing as a young bitch. But when he'd sober up, he'd be like, oh, I just made that up. Oh, I was upset at the time. Oh, I was trying to make you mad. Oh, I was trying to make you jealous. Little dumb shit like that. So, like I said, I was working in one department and he was working in another. I didn't know he got moved out of the department that he was in and got put at where I'm currently working at right now. So, and I'm saying it like this because I have people on the job that follow me. So I don't know, don't want to say no names and I don't want nobody coming up to me with no dumb shit. And I don't want to have to pop off on nobody because I will. I am a Virgo and I will pop off on somebody. But like I said, I'm only bringing up this video and making up this video because I saw a YouTube video and it just made me think about the situation that I was in. So anyway, he ended up getting moved and he didn't tell me he got moved. But we were still messing with each other because that's what people do. Even though we didn't have the same work schedule anymore, we still made time for each other because that's what a guy do when he's into a female. He make time for her. And sometimes he'd be at work, I'd be chilling at his house and stuff like that. Because I was his lady, I had to keep to his house. Don't no side chick had no key to the damn house. So anyway, I end up getting moved from out of my area, getting another job in the same work area, but end up getting paid more. seeing him more frequently on the job. And he still wouldn't tell me that he got moved to that particular department that I was in. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I just come down here to see you." So I'm feeling extra special. I'm like, "Oh my God!" Not only do I have the keys to his house, and we drive each other cars and stuff like that, and I'm over his house for maybe 5 days out of the week. Sometimes we wouldn't spend the weekend together, but I didn't care because, I was in my place, he was in his place. And if we didn't spend the weekend together, it didn't bother me because, hell, I got 5 days out of the week. So, and I'm not the type that I nag. And like I said, I don't nag no man. I don't look through phones because I feel like if a man cheating on you, he would tell on himself. And men do tell on themselves. They're not smart. They're not intelligent. So, um, so I kept seeing him on the job, and I found out through another coworker that he was the new machine operator. I'm like, he didn't tell me he was the new machine operator. So I questioned him about it. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't tell you." I was like, "No, you didn't tell me." And I'm gonna get to why he didn't tell me. He's the new machine operator. So I was like, "You still had me thinking that you were working in the old department that you was in, you know, fixing bricks, making bricks and stuff like that." So he was like, "No, I'm over here. I'm over here. They moved me over here like that." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it was this little young trick, and I'm gonna call her a trick because that's what she is. She knew about me, but I didn't know about her. And she was just following me around the job like a little old damn sick love, sick dog. And I couldn't figure out why she was following me around the job. And she just kept following me around the job. They're gonna work the shit out of you. They're gonna work the shit out of you. Like, just trying to torment me or like chastise me or whatever. I was just looking at her because she was a little young girl to me, little stupid, little ugly. Ooh, she's not cute at all. And no, I don't think all people that wear glasses is ugly because you can wear glasses and be cute. She's just like a nerdy little it. She's not cute at all. So anyway, she just kept following me. They're gonna work the shit out of you. They're gonna work the shit out of you. That's how. Well, after I found out who she was, that's how I knew she knew about me. So, so it's like, who is this bitch? So when I found out he worked it there in that department and he was the new machine operator and this little girl following me, I was like, oh, that's the little young bitch that he's talking about. That's the bitch when he get mad at me and we argue. That's the little young bitch that he's fucking. So one day we was on the phone and I brought it up. Oh, he got highly offensive. Oh, nobody fucking that bitch. No, he never referred to her as his lady. She was always, ooh, a bitch. The bitch. The bitch. He would put emphasis on the bitch. So he was like, I'm not fucking that bitch. That bitch this, that bitch that. And ooh, he was just so foul with it. And I'm like, well, hell, you the one that brung it up. And hell, she followed me around. What the fuck? Why is she following me around like a little sick dog? I don't know. I don't know. But nobody fucking that bitch. And I'm only bringing it up like that because, I mean, boy, he would put some emphasis on that bitch. So that should have been a clue that it was going in on each other. So I was like, okay, okay. So I'm the type, I do my job or whatever. And so I'd be working or whatever, whatever. And I would see them in the control room together. And then she'll run out of the control room. So, I didn't get fed up right then. But I was like, oh, so them two are fucking. So he just kept saying, oh, it's not like that, it's not like that, and it's not like that. So the reason why I left him alone, I should have left him alone when I saw them in the control room together. Because she had no reason to be up under him. Well, when I say up under him, like she be sitting at a table, and he might be sitting at a table too, but they went up under each other, but they was in the same room together. And whenever I would walk past or whenever I would do my job, she would just run out of the room, which made it super obvious. And I started putting two and two together. So anyway, so why he and I broke up is one day, I never forget, I was at his house. Matter of fact, he begged me to come to his house. He was like, I left the key. I left the key for you. And, sometime I would get off from work before he do. So he would either leave his key in his car or either he'd leave it outside somewhere and I would find his key. So, so he was like, I left the key for you. He told me where his key was, so I went to his house. I'm the type of person, if I'm dating you, I'm not the type to just pop up, because it wasn't like we were married, but we were dating. We was exclusive because he was like, yes, I'm in my 50s and you're in your 40s. We're too old to be cheating and sleeping with other people. It's time for us, to be serious and all that. So, I believed him. I trusted him at the time. It's like, okay, yeah, we are up in age. We don't need to be doing all this breaking up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up. I did all that in my 20s and 30s with this one particular guy, and I'll talk about that in another video. I wasted 12 years of my life with another guy, but that's a different topic. So we was exclusive. So, so I was at his house because he was like, "Yeah, I want you to go to my house and I want you to be there when I get off." And da da da. So in the mix of things, he must met up with her or whatever, and they must got drunk together or something. I don't know, but anyway, he called me. He was like, his demeanor changed. He was like, "You still at the house?" As if he didn't invite me. So I'm on the phone with his dumb ass. I'm like, "Yes, you invited me. Yes, I'm still at the motherfucking house." Like, he's like, he, he sighed a little. So I'm on the phone like, why is this motherfucker? I'm thinking to myself, why is this motherfucker sighing? Like, he fucking invited me. So 1 hour go by, he called me. He was like, "You still there?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still here. Like, if you don't want me here, then just say so like that." I'm starting to like, think weird stuff at this time. So 2 hours passed by. He was like, "You still there?" So I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "You invited me here. If you don't want me here, I can motherfucking leave like that." So he was like, "Nah, ain't like that, ain't like that, ain't like that." He kept saying it wasn't like that. So this motherfucker gonna ask me, could he bring his homegirl over to meet me? So, okay, let me back up a little. He used to always bring family and friends to the house. And he would always introduce me to his family and friends. I would talk to his brothers on the phone. I would talk to his sons on the phone and everything. And then he would bring family members over to his house to meet me. So when he first said he wanted to bring his homegirl over to meet me, it didn't feel right. So I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, okay, because we dating and everything. So I was like, okay, he want to show me off. He want me to meet more people. So at first, I was like, okay, you can bring over. Then you know how you had that aha moment. So I'm just sitting up in the house, and he used to always have my favorite alcohol. Like only beer I drink is Michelob, and then if I drink liquor, it'd be vodka. And he know I like wine. So he would always buy me some type of little wine or he'll have me a little bottle of vodka. So he always bought my favorite alcohol. So I'd be at the house or whatever, whatever, and I'd be sipping on my little alcohol or whatever, whatever. I'd wait till he get home or whatever. So he was like, "You still there?" So I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I want to bring my homegirl over." So I was like, "Okay." So we were still like, I was like, he still want to, introduce me to people and stuff like that. And that's another thing. We was dating. He would always tell me, "I'm gonna introduce you to this person. I'm gonna introduce you to that person." He was still showing me off. So at first, I didn't think nothing of it, but then I had this like aha moment. I was like, "What the fuck, his homegirl?" So I called him up. I said, "Your homegirl? Who the fuck is your homegirl?" "Oh, you gonna meet her when I bring her to the house?" And I was like, the shit didn't sit right with me. I was like, okay, if he fucking another bitch, you're not gonna bring no bitch to my house that you fucking and thinking that we're gonna be cool and ha ha ha. So the lady that I am, I just left. I was like, fuck him. I was like, I know he did not have the audacity to ask me could he bring his motherfucking homegirl over. So I never been hip or cool. I always been me. I always been ladylike. I always been like quiet and like to myself, like I'm chilled now. Like I never been like this cool bitch. I just always been me. I don't try to be nobody else but Shavette. I don't go the extra mile to try to be hip. So I started asking guys, like, people that I knew. I'm like, what do homegirl mean? And they was like, if he said that's his homegirl, he fucking her. So I was like, oh, that's what in the black community that was a homegirl mean. So I left when he fixed his mouth to ask me, can he bring his homegirl over? At that moment, he chose her over me. So I left his ass alone. Didn't look back. Left his ass alone. So of course, okay, he kept trying to, get me back, win me back. And I was like, no, 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 no. You chose her over me. You can have her. So he was like, ain't like that, ain't like that. That's my own girl. That's my own girl. Ain't like that, ain't like that, ain't like that. He kept saying it wasn't like that. Wouldn't take his ass back. Baby, please come back home. Come back home. Come back home. I'm like, no, I don't want you. So uh, I would be at work and they'll be in the control room, up in each other's face. As soon as they see me, she'll run one way and he'll run the other way. But at that time, there was no need to run because hell, one, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I was already done with him. So he kept, and this, like I said, this the breakup moment. This where I had cut ties with his ass. And he kept, denying her. I'm not with that bitch. I'm not with that bitch. Never referred to her by her name. Only reason why I know her name. One of the supervisors called her name over the intercom. He never called her by her name, but I bet she knew my name. But anyway, he would always refer to her as the bitch, the bitch, the bitch, just the bitch. That. So, and the girl was quick with the draws. She ended up dating, while she was dating him, she ended up dating another guy on the job. So she was dating two guys on the job. So at this time, she dated my ex and her new boyfriend. She dating two guys. And I'm out of the picture at this moment. I'm not trying to go back. You know. So technically he was getting played. He tried to play me and then he ended up getting played. So I guess the anger that he wanted to say to her or whatever, because like I said, at this moment, at this time, we wasn't dating at all. So he saw a guy up in my face and he got mad, pissed, and gonna call me a whore. I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck am I a whore? And the bitch that you fucking is fucking you and another dude. He got quiet, held his head down. He was embarrassed. I guess I didn't supposed to bring up the fact that she was fucking him and the girl was fucking another dude. The girl ended up fucking three dudes on the job at the same time. So I was like, don't you ever in your motherfucking life ever call me a motherfucking whore because I'm not a motherfucking whore. The bitch that you fucking is a whore. So to prove that she was a whore, she got pregnant. She didn't know who the baby daddy is, and I to this day feel like she still don't know who the baby daddy is because she was fucking my ex, her so-called boyfriend, and she was fucking one of the supervisors on the job, and I'm gonna get on that too. So she got pregnant. He kept denying that the baby was his. So I was like, baby, we're not together, and we haven't been together in a long time. That baby is not mine. I still wouldn't talk to him, still wouldn't date him. He kept insisting that it was the other guy, baby. But so anyway, the girl ended up having the baby, and she went on maternity leave. He bust up in my motherfucking work area. I almost kicked the damn door down. that goddamn baby ain't mine. And I'm like, what's your motherfucking problem? I'm telling you, that goddamn baby ain't mine. I said, well, you sound hurt to me. Because, like I said, she had left for maternity leave. So, they could have did a DNA. I don't know. Because once he fixed his mouth to ask me, can his homegirl come over when you begged me to go to your motherfucking house? I was done with him. So she was having her baby or whatever, or had the baby. I don't know. Because I'm not up in her business like that. So he was like, making a fuss like he was gonna whoop my ass. So I told the supervisor I could have got him fired. I should have gotten him fired. So we had, when you go and complain, if you have witnesses, they do something like I call it court on the job, like court. They get your side, then that person's side, then they have a witness. I could have got him fired, but I told them to just scare him up or whatever, or give him a talking to. So now all three of us on the jobs. At that time we was all three of us on the job. I said I just don't want him to talk to me. He had nothing to say to me. If it's not work related, I don't want him up in my face. So it was me, him, and the little bitch. So he ended up losing his job, but not because of me. I think he ended up losing his job because he was a sorry machine operator. Maybe a little to do with me. And he faked a knee injury. So all three of that helped him to lose his job. They laid him off and never called him back. So you might as well say you're fired. So anyway, so now it's just me and her. Now he claimed the baby is not his. He claimed the baby is the guy that she's screwing now. But time that went by. It's 2024, and I started dating him in 2021, and she had that baby in 2022. She's still making like funny looks at me, still looking at me strange. Like she want to do something, like she want to pop off. If she pop off, I'm popping off too. Whatever she do, I'm gonna do 10 times as worse. But I don't say nothing to her. We have no reason to be friends or anything like that. Oh, speaking of friends, while she was pregnant, she must thought I wasn't gonna put hands on her. She tried to befriend me, and she jumped up in my face. She said, "Hey," I said, "Bitch, you know me and you are not friends. If you don't stay the fuck out my motherfucking face." And she moseyed her ass on. Now she just give me funny looks. I give her funny looks back. Like, bitch, if you want to do something, we can pop off on this bitch. And the day I pop off on that bitch, I'm gonna ride to his house and I'm gonna pop off on his motherfucking ass. Because you the reason why I'm having these motherfucking problems. But anyway, uh, she just be giving me funny looks. And her boyfriend that's supposed to be the baby daddy, I think he know that her and I don't like each other, and he be all extra gummy, trying to be close to me. But no, buddy, I don't. I mean, he don't come at me like he want to be my boyfriend, but he extra friendly. Like I don't know if he trying to see if it'll go anywhere or if I would tear her or whatever. But I really don't know. But I don't have time for these black men. They want to play games in your face, and I don't have time for it. And speaking of her being a whore, she fucking a supervisor from a different department, and she had no class, no dignity. He was fingering her in the job. I saw it with my own two beautiful brown eyes. He was playing with her coochie on the job. I don't know what he gave her to play with her. The reason why I say he gave her some money because they was in like a back hole, and he had her hemmed up in the hole, and she must told him, the supervisor, the third guy that she was fucking, that I walked by, and she came out of the hole like she was holding some money in her hand, and she was holding it like there's no reason to walk with your fist balled up. So he must gave her some money, and she had it held held in her hand, and she put it to her chest. So I said, "Oh my God, she getting her coochie played with for the diaper money or whatever because she had the baby by then. She was off her maternity leave then. So I don't have time to be dating nobody I work with. And it seems like when you date somebody on the job, black women, if they know that you dating somebody, they'll be up in the guy face trying to fuck the guy. You can fuck the ugliest man in the world, and if you dating somebody on the job and a female know that you dating him, they want to fuck him too. Okay, I'm really girly. She look tomboyish. I'm really feminine. If my lashes and nails not done, that mean my money funny. So at the time, I would always wear my lashes and nails. And I have on a little makeup right now and a little lipstick. I'm girly. It's funny when I was dating my ex and she was fucking him too. She was trying to be me. Like, how can you be me? I can only be me. You can only be you. She would run out and get her nails done. She would run out and get her lashes done. Whatever I did, she did. Like these delusional sick bitches or whatever. Like just delusional sick. It was almost like she was trying to beat me. It was crazy, creepy, weird. But anyway, I don't date that guy anymore. And if I date anybody, I don't want him to have a girlfriend, a wife. I don't want him to have a crazy ex that thinks she's still the girlfriend or the wife. And maybe I was a little naive because these men, they will make you think that you're the only one. He was introducing me to family and friends, giving me the key to the house, giving me his credit card. You know, hell, I thought I was it. But he was fucking another bitch. And he probably found out that baby wasn't his. He probably did a blood test. I don't know. Because he came up in my work area like he was about to break the door down, kicking chairs, pushing chairs. That goddamn baby not mine. It's on to hurt me. And he thought I was going to take him back. No, baby. I don't want you. I don't want you. Because that day when he asked me, well, that day that he told me he wanted to bring his homegirl over, you chose her. You chose her. So I know I'm still getting talked about by his son and him because his son be like, "Oh, it didn't work between you and my dad." His son said something about it didn't work between you two. It didn't work between you two. And I'm like, why is his son bringing that up? It didn't work. He was the fault that it didn't work. He was the reason why it didn't work. I did my part. I played my girlfriend part. Play girlfriend, wifey. I did my part. It didn't work because, he wanted to stick his dick in the plant whore, the plant slut. Any woman that's fucking three dudes on the job and get fingered in front of everybody is classless. And if I tell you where I work at, you'll know there's a lot of women that get down on that job like that. It's known for women to get down and dirty. And I guess she one of the ones that want to get down and dirty on the job. Like, yeah. And I work in a dusty ass plant. I come home good and dirty. It's a dirty ass plant. I used to wear a uniform, but I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. But anyway, yeah. So I just decided to be single. I have guys trying to talk to me, but they have somebody. I don't have time for that bullshit. So the next man I meet, it gotta be a feeling that come through me. Like, oh, this is the one, this is my husband. They say a man know when he meet his wife. So if I date another guy, it gotta be some type of special feeling that come through me. Anyway, I never talked this motherfucking long. I never forget I did a video one time before and some type of way my phone like doubled the video. But it was a 20-minute video, but it played twice and it ended up being a 40-minute video. But I never talked this fucking long on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just single until God tap me on the shoulder or I get a feeling or funny feeling like, oh, he's the one. Because I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then you would think the older that you get, the men will get more mature. They don't get mature. They never grow up. I never forget I was in my 20s and I said I wasn't going to bring this guy up. I never forget I was in my 20s and I was dating this one particular guy. And this one particular guy that I'm talking about now, I dated him in my 20s and we broke up in my mid 30s. We dated for 12 years. And I was at work one day and I had asked this gentleman, he was like in his 60s at the time. This man could be in his, well, he either in his 80s now or either deceased. But anyway, I had asked this guy that was in his 60s at the time, and I was like, when do men grow up? And he looked me in the eye. He was like, baby, we never grow up. And I just thought he was talking shit. And he was like, baby, we never grow up. He said, if we look good and that thing halfway work, he said, we never grow up. We gonna stick to. We can't stick no more. And I was like, oh shit. You know, at the time I'm thinking, oh, he's just an old man. He's just talking shit. But I'm in my 40s now. He wasn't lying. Men never fucking grow up. They never grow up. Well, let me take that back. I feel like the right one, when God put the right one in my life, he would be the one and he would get his horn out of the way, all his childish behavior out of the way. You would think somebody in their 50s wouldn't be childish or doing childish behavior. So anyway, I made this long ass video. I didn't know it was gonna be this long, but I just want to make a video about why I decided to be single and not date because I don't want to waste my time or get my time wasted by anybody no more unless he the right man. And I don't know when the right man gonna come along. I have a lot of people that's trying to date me, try to talk, but it don't feel right, don't seem right. I'm like, oh God. And when you hit a certain age, you just know when somebody gonna waste your time. And I'm like, nope, he's not it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm gonna go back and tend to my wine. And it took me 3 tries to do this video, and I finally did it. I finally did it. Oh, earlier I had a bee in my house, and it finally flew out, and it's starting to get dark now. I did have some damn sunlight beaming through. I did have some sunlight, man. That's just the lamplight. So anyway, that's it for now. Bye.